Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shay and welcome back to The Utmost Geek. Here's a bit of a update video on the HP ProLine microserver. And as you can see, it's sitting up here. And don't mind the thing center next to it, that's actually a future video topic. But I thought I'd make a video on it, just kind of as a update video. And I do apologize that there's been a lack of videos lately. I put it on top of this unit here, which is kind of like a bunch of cupboards above my desk. So it just sits up here, runs 24/7, and power consumption is alright. It's around 24 to 28 watts. And I did have to remove that GPU that was originally in this thing, which was a GT210, as you guys will remember. It was eating, I think, 8 watts more with that GPU, and it wasn't really necessary for what this thing is doing. So that's why I have taken it out, and we're just gonna have a look at what I've done to it basically. I did try to make a sort of guide video, as you'll see in the next clip, but it didn't really work out well. So you can watch my failure if you want to. And just one more thing to note here. I have to put this little piece of blue tack on this HP logo because it is just too damn bright. You can't control the brightness of it, and it doesn't look very bright right now, but that could be because of the tube light that's next to me, but still, that's a bit of an issue with this thing. Otherwise, it's not too noisy. You can't really hear it most of the time, and only time you can hear it is if the hard drive is doing some activity. Obviously, if you open the door as well, it will be a bit more noisier. So yeah, let's hop onto the computer now. Alrighty, here we are connected up to my Dell Precision upstairs in the attic, and we're gonna just start the VM, and I'm just gonna show you how, or try to show you how I installed TrueNAS on the HP. So let's make this a bit bigger first of all, so we can actually see what we're doing. If you're wondering why I haven't done a proper video on this workstation, it's just because this is not its final state. It's running Windows 10 right now, and I'm not really happy with it. I want to try and run Proxmox on it so I can do some proper do a proper kind of VM setup, because I know VirtualBox does the job and everything, but it's not, I don't know. It's like I just want to make it a bit more difficult for myself or something, or just, you know, make it a bit more cooler, I guess, huh? Anyways, let me skip forward a tiny bit once the setup has actually shown its first screen, apart from what I just did there, and then we'll carry on. Right when I left you off there, this shows up. How lovely. Yeah. This is getting annoying. This shows up on every single one of my systems these days, and I guess I'm just gonna have to swap to LTSC or something. Oh well. Alrighty, so the whole virtual machine thing I was trying to do didn't want to work, so I'm just gonna show you what I've done on my own NAS. Anyways, we're looking at the dashboard right now, and I'm logged in as the root user. It's been running for 4 days now. The only reason I shut it down previously was because we had a smart meter installed, and I was just curious to see how much power it uses, and thankfully it's not enough that it would cause too much of a jump in the electricity bill. There's our memory, there's our main pool, and I'll talk about that in a bit. The IP address and backup tasks, which I haven't done anything because of the hard drive configuration. You might have seen already that we're using ZFS. I think that doesn't say there, but okay, I'll talk about that too. Anyways, looking at storage, we have one drive. It's a free type write drive, and it's a 7200 RPM drive. it's a replacement one for the bad one that I got at in the first video that I made of this machine, and it's used, of course, but it's got low hours and a low power count, which is what mattered to me. And once I can afford to have a proper RAID setup and everything, I will definitely do it, because having one disk for storage is not very good when you don't have any redundancy at all. But oh well. That's our capacity, how much has been used. And this also, I think it shows how much data has been transferred and things, so it should show, although it seems to be taking a long time, that's for sure. But usually I think this shows okay, now my network is being, what on earth? That's, wow. Looks like the connection to the server upstairs is not doing too well. Anyways, moving on. ZFS health. This is talking about the pool. ZFS is the thing that they use for basically saying that you have one hard drive. Otherwise, you'd be running RAID, and and what this whole pool thing is really is that you need to create this if you want to make a actual storage, or actually make the TrueNAS understand that you have a hard drive that you want to use for storage, rather than just being a boot drive. So you make this pool, and you can even have it so that it will show you smart data to show that it's all running okay. But once that's done, you can see the pool there, and you can see that I've made this, which I will talk about in a bit, and this is showing us the data set that I made for this pool, and that's just to get it to a point where you can actually get it to show up online. So if I open the file explorer here, and you'll see that you can also, you actually need the data set to also make the users here. So I only have one user. There's also this root user, which is on literally every setup, but I only have one user because I haven't figured out how to allocate different folders yet. Once I've done that, then I'll probably set up like 3 different users, because there's a few of us using this drive at the moment. And yeah, snapshots, I believe it's just I've seen this before, but I'm not exactly sure what it does. Again, this is just stuff that I've found out by myself, and not really, I've watched a couple of videos to see how to get it showing up, I mean how to get it running at least, but I haven't gone into the nitty gritty yet. Windows shares, this is how you get it to show up online, or on your network at least. So that's how I got it to show up here. If I go to here and go here, it will show me that, and if I just go here, you can see the other 2 people there, and it has all my YouTube video backups on it, so that's good. And I've got a couple of files I need to move to this drive, but my dad's been using it as well, and it's been quite useful, definitely. Having a online hard drive that you can even access from your phone as well, which is very nice. One thing I'm not too sure about is whether you can get this share and data set to show up on Linux as this in the same way. If you can, that would be excellent, and it would make life very easy when I'm messing with my Linux machines, because then I can just access any files I need without having to use a USB drive or something. So that's good. Data protection, this is where you can have it set up scrub tasks, and this is kind of like, I think this is to do with defragmentation. You can do a cloud sync task, so you can sync some of your data to any cloud, cloud storage provider, Google Drive, Dropbox, so on and so forth. Replication tasks, this is redundancy latent, I believe. VMware snapshot integration, that's interesting. That's a thing we saw earlier. rsync I'm not too sure about, and TrueCloud I'm not sure about either. A periodic smart test is what I showed you earlier. You can set these up to happen at any time. I've done it so it happens at 12 o'clock every day for a short one, and a long one only at 3 o'clock, only on Sundays, so that's good. Network I won't show you because that's got all the MAC address stuff on it. Credentials, you can have your users, so you have I don't know why this shows up, TrueNAS admin. Some people don't have it, some people do, but it's probably just a newer thing. But I have this set up for home user, and UID is, I think, related to how many people you can have using this at the same time, but I could be wrong. And it's got no password on it. It does have a password, and you can see Samba authentication, which is for that password. That's what you need to get the password working. Password, age, and shows all that good stuff there. So you can also have groups. So I have this home group, which the home user is a member of, and you have all of these other users, which I believe are just integrated parts of the thing itself, the TrueNAS operating system itself, rather. Directory services, you can add all this cool. There's a whole lot of cool things you can do with this, and I've only done the bare minimum really to get this running. And certificates here, and then there's this, which is pretty awesome as well. You can do instances, which I think I am not, again, this is another thing I'm not too sure about it yet, but I'll have to have a look at it later on. This, I know what this is. You can get different apps for your TrueNAS, and by that you can get Docker running, so you can have programs running on this thing. Let's see if I can just show you that quickly, but this will hopefully give you an idea. So you can get Home Assistant, which is cool. You can get your lights and all that good stuff running. Nextcloud, which is like a file sharing thing. I've seen that before. And MineOS, which it says what it does. That's for sure. MineOS. Okay, funny name though. BitTorrent, of course, and a whole lot of other stuff. Bitcoin node. So there's a whole lot of things that you can use your NAS for, and this is quite cool. Minecraft dedicated server for Java. So if you have a bit more of a beefy NAS, you can do some you host a gaming server on it. So that's absolutely epic. Kind of beats the purpose of having a home server that runs Proxmox, or you could do it so that you can have a home server running Proxmox, and then you could have a VM running TrueNAS and a VM running whatever else. And it's a whole lot of different things you can do for your home lab. And I am not a professional to tell you what to do. Oh, I know this. We have some Wise cameras, so that could be useful. You can turn your NAS into a bit of a surveillance type thing, so that's very nice. But that's about it really. Reporting is that shows us our CPU usage, and you can see the CPU temperature. It doesn't really rise up above this, but that's alright really. System load average, I have got a couple of videos to show, upload, and we are on the latest release, and I think that's about it for our little tour. I know this is not going to be a very long video, but hopefully I'll give you a better idea to show you what I've done with this thing. And yeah, shows that this TrueNAS operating system is like a Debian based thing, I believe. So that's cool. And that's about it. You have a shell here as well if you want to control the system properly.
with code rather than using the whole interface thing here, which is good. And I think there's a way you can get control the NAS via shell, but on a proper machine rather than just going into the dashboard here and doing it like this. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I guess we'll just end the video now.
Alright, there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I do apologize for the traffic noise. It's been a bit of a warm day. I had to keep the window open. But this video was supposed to be uploaded a long time ago, and this Thing Center here was definitely not supposed to be sitting next to it. But here we are, and I'm just glad it's all working fine. I still have a lot of configuration to do, but it's gonna have to wait until I come back from holiday, as you'll see in the next videos that I upload. I'll be going on holiday to Canada, so I might be able to find some good stuff there. Hopefully I will be anyways. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you guys think of this thing, and if you've got any suggestions on configuration wise and all of that stuff, I'd love to know more, and it would be very helpful for tips and all of that. So yeah, as usual, I'll just say the regular old thing. Nobody's here to force you to like and subscribe. We don't do that around here on this channel. And hope you enjoyed this one. So bye for now, guys. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.